And it says, we are live. Welcome back to Crypto Home. It's June 25th. Today, we're going to go over Iota, cryptocurrency Iota. And just went to Costco, got back literally 15 minutes ago, threw the stuff in the fridge. I've been busy all day. Didn't have as much time as I wanted to have to present this program, but I was able to get some Johnny Walker Black, $45. Very, very good. Iota. That's a crypto we need to kind of look over. Okay. I spent some time going on the website of Iota to find this particular crypto. And it seems to me like it's pretty cool. XRP Daddy is there. Dino Stacker, Maria V. Yes, sirree. It's Maria V. JB Triple E. But yeah, I got the big sizes. I got Johnny Walker Black. And then I got the big Woodford Reserve. I got enough alcohol to last me at least a week. No, just kidding. No, he's not. But we have a show lined up. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. Wait till you get a load of me. Iota is not one that's really talked about. I believe it is an ISO 20022. It has a lot of utility. It's not a meme coin. You got Jaguar working with them. Other countries. Let me put it like this. Iota's pretty cool. We're going to go over. I'm not doing the white paper today on Iota because I was doing the white paper on it, and I'm like, let me look at the website first, right? Because when you deal with the white paper, you're like digging in to all the technical stuff, and I don't really like doing all the technical. So I said, let me put the brakes on Iota. Let me go to their website, look it over, get like a feel for Iota before I do a deep dive for like over 3 hours, right? I go to their website, literally loved it, okay? I'm going to start off with a disclaimer before I start teaching you guys. We're going to learn together. Not so much I'm going to teach you. We're going to learn together about Iota. I didn't have as much time as I wanted to go over the Iota website. I spent probably an hour and a half yesterday on it, and it was very interesting. So Iota is one of those let's say high utility crypto. It's got a lot of uses. They've got some ambitious plans, a lot of bringing people together in the world, protecting people's health, protecting the environment kind of things, and tracking things, of course. Like Iota has so much use. It's like a Vechain. If you like Vechain, you're going to love Iota. And I hate to admit, okay, but you know what? I just got to give you the real info. If I had to do it over again, now Iota's running about 30 cents a pop. Johnny Walker. But Vechain's like 2 cents, I think, a piece now. So you can get one Vechain. 15 Vechains for one Iota. Okay. I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you like, part of it's like, damn it, I invested in Vechain and now, all right, what I really feel now, I've spent some time on the Iota website yesterday, at least an hour and a half. Fascinating crypto, okay? Lots of use case. Vechain has a lot of use cases and everything. What I'm going to say is when I go to the Vechain website, man, it's hard as hell to see all the stuff they do. It's like hard to understand it, or they don't quite, okay. When you go to the Iota website, you are like blown away. It's simple to use, all kinds of use cases. I mean, Now it is 15 times the cost of a Vechain. But in my personal feeling, I'm not trying to sell you an old used car you don't want to buy, okay? In just my personal viewpoint, Iota's pretty fucking cool. If I had to come to the table now and look at like a Vechain website, which I would recommend to my friends to get Vechain, like I did. I got two cryptos, XRP and Vechain. That's one of the disclaimers. The other one I'll give here in just a minute while people show up to the program. So the other crypto, if I had a choice now of let's say not investing in Vechain, and then now I get to see, okay, do I want to look at Vechain to buy or Iota? Damn, I think I might be picking Iota just because I'll give you the website so you can check it out because that's what we're going to be going over today. It's iota.org, IOTA.org. Badass website, easy to follow. I'm very impressed. They're very transparent. They show everything they're doing, different projects they have. We're going to go over, I'm going to have you like follow me when we go over it together and you can look at some of the stuff. That's what tonight's show, I believe Iota's out of Germany. So that's what our show will be tonight. Because a lot of people are asking like, hey, Crypto Hulk, like, what about this crypto and that? I'm only going to discuss ISOs. Not talk about Cosmo. If it's an ISO or a OMFIF recommended crypto, then I will go over them when I choose to. And if I want to avoid a lot of the news that's out there, if I don't want to deep dive on something, I could deep dive on a crypto. But tonight's program is different. It's lighter. It's not as tech heavy as the Cypherium that I did. That's very for me, it's tech heavy. For other people, it wasn't. But remember, I have a basic crypto channel. So tonight's program is going to be basic. What about your Udemy course, Crypto Hulk? Chef Dave, I had the amazing hamburger. Oh my God, it was cool. The quality of this beef, CeeLo's cool. I'll go over some CeeLo or something next time, Lucas. But yeah, Chef Dave, the hamburger was crazy. Now I didn't have to pay. The basic burger, I think, is $22. And if you throw in this extra pulled pork stuff with somebody else, they add like $3 to it. So it's $25. I didn't have to pay. Chiropractor did. Aha, sucker. But yeah. Chef Dave, I got the best burger of your life coming up. Dang. So my chiropractor took me to this burger place. It's like a bar, very, very small place. It's more like a tap house, like an ale house. It's again, I repeat, it's very small. There's probably 6 chairs at the bar. Like 6 guys like me sitting side by side would be like the whole bar. It was mainly like a beer kind of a place. I wouldn't want to order an old fashioned there. If you like beer, Northern California beer and shit like that, like, then you probably get the burgers. Some people say, oh, that's like bar food. No. This fucking burger is not bar food. So they have like salads there and different kinds of like Subway type sandwiches stuff. The burger situation is crazy, cray. So I was just blown away. So Chef, now I kind of like the Carl's Jr. just a little bit. All right. Hey, I'll tell you what. Now, nobody tell Carl's Jr. I'm saying this, okay? Because I love Carl's Jr. I don't want to be considered a traitor, okay? But now this place, I will tell you, the burger was about 2.5 times the cost of a Carl's Jr. Primal. Carl's Jr. Primal burger is one of my favorite ones. This place's burger made Carl's Jr.'s $10 burger look like a preschool burger, okay? All right, let's get into the disclaimer and let's get into studying The crypto for tonight, Iota. My name is Crypto Hulk. I'm not a crypto advisor. I don't know anything about cryptos at all. I don't. I know nothing. I'm just going to completely talking about out of my ass this show and drink Johnny Walker Black and Coke and talk about hamburgers. That's all the fuck I'm going to do. Don't do anything I tell you to do, except buy the right whiskeys, like Johnny Walker Black, $45 at Costco, and you get a handle. I lie all the time on the program. Don't do anything I say or suggest, all right? Always pay your tax. Elijah Craig bourbon, I can do that too, folks. Equal opportunity. If that bottle is $35 and up, then it's all good for Crypto Hulk. Later, once we're all rich, then we can start drinking out of, like daily drinkers, our bottles will be like Johnny Walker Blue, you know, $150 bottle, shit at home every day. So, Ryan Crippen. Ryan Crippen's like drinking and talking about food and crypto. My new favorite show. We're going to be talking about tomorrow. I'm going to have a special tequila here, and I'm going to taste test it on the show, and I might start selling it. So there you have it. All right. So let me get to my page. Let me maximize the screen. We're in 11 minutes deep. We have 130 people here. Whoa, doing big things, all right? Iota. So, okay, now we have to get back into work. I got to earn my money here. I got to earn my money. So you got Iota at iota.org. You see a picture of a woman with hair smiling. We're going to scroll down a little bit here. Let's see, where do I want to start off at? Okay, scroll down a little bit until you see Iota enables new possibilities. And you'll see the options in the center of the page: social impact, mobility, smart pages, global trade, digital identity. You see all this stuff, right? Those are 5 different categories. This crypto is not just something you invest in for money. I'm going to tell you the good stuff that I think about Iota, and then we're going to talk about a little bit of the bad stuff. Well, not a little bit. We're going to talk about an equal amount of bad stuff. And then I'll give you maybe my opinion if I would buy it. Maybe I won't. But I can't tell you what to do. And even if I do, I gave it a disclaimer. Don't do what I tell you. All right? I'm going to click on social impact. We're going to go over these 5 different sections very briefly, because we could easily spend an hour looking at this website. I'm not going to do that. It's a whole lot of work. We're going to touch on it very briefly. Then we're going to go over the bad shit about Iota. And then we'll have a little question answer at the end. And then if you want to, you can deep dive on your own to this website. I'm going to kind of highlight what I thought was cool about Iota right now, because I went over the website last night. I was going to spend about another 45 minutes to an hour before the show to look it over, but I got caught up. I had to talk to 2 other business partners today, and I got behind. So now we're going to go over the first part here, social impact. So I'm going to click on that and go to visit page. Okay. Part of the reason I like Iota is because their goal here under social impact is tackling societal challenges. Okay. What Iota wants to do is help countries that are poor have the technology to raise their standard of living. That's very admirable. I mean, I went through a Masters of Organizational Leadership course. I didn't complete it, but I finished the majority of the coursework. part of that is about inclusion. Leaders including followers, leaders being transparent, leaders caring about the environment, these kinds of things. If I scroll down a little bit, it says our focus, and then it goes down to our commitment, and then you scroll down and it says our approach. So what you got here, excuse me, I'll give you an example. We democratize digital technologies by designing crypto to be the inclusive, accessible, resource efficient, meaning you're not wasting resources, and you have privacy. Okay. One thing I'm going to tell you is, we develop in an open source, just like an XRP ledger, transparent environment. That's a big deal. Now, like with Ethereum, they're doing a lot of secretive stuff. Transparent is when you're open, like Ripple, and you show the books. You get audited like 4 times a year by the government. Like Ethereum hasn't done a fucking thing of any of that. They hide who the whales are. The Ethereum project has never been evaluated or inspected. The reason why I like Iota is because they're doing business right. Okay. We're going to scroll down where it says commitment. You got our approach. I'm going to scroll down a little bit more. They talk about here collaborative ecosystems. I'll get into that nature in a minute. Peer-to-peer cooperation, digital trust, and open data. Climate and the environment. What I read about the climate and the environment, Iota's pretty cool. They truly are concerned about the world, global warming, whatever you want to call it, climate change stuff. They have their crypto linked up to sensors that shoot information off cell phone towers and put it on the blockchain. Their blockchain, I think it's called Tangle. I'll have to look that up again. What they do is they'll have these sensors all over the world, inside like the rainforest in South America. At different places, it'll measure temperatures, carbon dioxide levels. They're putting these little sensors all over the planet, okay? So they can monitor stuff, maybe seawater temperatures. You can put it in Alaska, in the North and South Pole, where Santa Claus is, right? And then Santa Claus can help the environment by logging into the blockchain. But Iota does this stuff. I haven't heard really of any other crypto company doing this. So it's a big deal. They're very big on human rights and empowerment. Says here, if you scroll down even farther, DLT in protecting our rainforests. And that's what I was talking about. They have digital sensors throughout different forests in the world to measure carbon dioxide levels. And farms get rewarded for what kind of a carbon footprint they leave. It's called sustainability. So Iota monitors stuff like oxygen levels. So they know in a certain area, if there's higher oxygen levels, that's a more green environment. So those people get extra bonuses from Iota. And if they minimize their carbon dioxide see, there's sensors all over. So these sensors, they'll put them near factories, near homes, out in farm fields and stuff like that. So Iota's doing a whole lot of stuff for the environment. If you scroll down even more, you'll see something here where it says empowering people through the Internet of Things. It shows a picture of a car. I'm going to start it. It's on YouTube. Okay, one of the things it's showing, you got this building. It's in Norway. It's it's fascinating. I don't know if this is the right video or it's the other one, but they have this building in Norway that's it's a good sized building. It has solar all over it. Everything inside the building is energy efficient. And actually, this office building uses less electricity, but it generates more electricity than it uses. Meaning, like, it puts electricity back into the power grid more than what it uses. It's amazing. Okay, and that's what Iota does. Is it helps builders, and it helps people concerned about the environment to save energy and to actually produce extra electricity. So I was really fascinated with this aspect of Iota. Yeah, it's called, and the building, you could look this one up, but it's also on this little video right here. The business is called Entra, Entra, and it's in Trondheim, Norway. It's what's called an energy positive building, and Iota helps facilitate this. I'm going to click out of this video. So yeah, they talk about that building there. I'm going to click on this next video just to refresh my memory.
This is Alex. She is a key worker in a care home. During the COVID...
Okay, this part's kind of like the scary part, but Iota kind of does what Vechain does. It's going to track people. But what it also does is protect your identity. So it's going to store all your information. And then before, it shows a little cartoon, and the girl gets COVID symptoms or whatever. She goes to her doctor, and her doctor relays the information to a blockchain when she can go back to work. I'm not digging that part of it too much, but and they're
verify your health data.
So it verifies your health data, then she can go back to work and shit. It's just another way for government to track you. But I just wanted to show you that portion. Wait, let me, I got a donation here. BB, thanks for the donation to the channel. Welcome back again. It says it's coming. Got that right. So now I'm scrolling down, and that says self-sovereign identity. So what this next part is, this is all under the social section. Iota is going to help people control the information on the blockchain that's their personal information. So you would go to like a phone application, and you could determine what people, let's say this, what businesses you know and what information they would have. Right now, all these businesses sell and share information. Like, they got a file on me, they got a file on you. And what businesses do nowadays is they sell our information to the other businesses. Here's what I like about Iota. What they're doing is they're making it to where you and me control our information, and then businesses can't sell it. So I like that part, but there's also a lot of communist shit that goes along with all this stuff. That's the first part of Iota. So now I'm going to go up to the top left corner, hit the back button. I'm going to go to the Iota main page. I'm going to scroll from the top down to where it says Iota enables new possibilities. So the first one we chose was social impact. Now we're going to go over to mobility and hit the visit page. It says here, simplifying connected mobility. I'm going to scroll down. The title for the next section is called Harnessing the Power of Connected Mobility. Let me read here real quick. Okay, they're talking about the whole world getting all linked up, sharing information shooting all over words. Scroll down a little more. It shows secure, private, and feelless. With Iota, data and financial transactions generated by connected mobility. Here's a word you need to know: connected mobility. And there's not going to be fees with Iota. There, you know how with XRP it's like 0.00082 or whatever it costs. Like it's almost free. It's pretty much free. With Iota, it is free. All right. To explain that how that happens in a very simple way. With Iota, you and me, we're the nodes. Everybody using Iota are nodes, so we validate transactions so that hackers cannot hack it. Now I'm going to give you the downside. If all of us, just for some reason, decide to not do a fucking thing, it gets a little bit easier for hackers to get into the system because people like you and me, we're not validating transactions. Got it? Now, this is one of the criticisms that I heard. So I told you I'm going to tell you the good and the bad. The good part is it's free. As long as everybody's using it all the time, we are completing transactions. We're validating shit right away. Bam, bam, bam. If millions of people around the world are using it, hackers can't get in there. The problem, though, is when I don't know, maybe there's power out. I mean, basically all the nodes, which are people like you and me, would have to stop using it, and then hackers could come in and use it, all right? So, I mean, I don't know when a circumstance like that would happen, but, I mean, that's just one of the problems. Let me scroll down. I'm scrolling down to about mobility and automotive. Digital platform. Okay, so what they're going to do, Iota, I was watching the video on this. Cars, like your car, is going to turn into a digital platform. This, I have not heard about any other crypto. See, let me tell you, Iota has a lot of use case, okay? Like a ton. I'm not saying it's going to be the most expensive. It's going to be a very, very useful crypto, all right, that the world is going to run on for important stuff. It's not going to be like looking at a dog or a chimp or what's the Shiba. It's not going to be these dog things or these animal cryptos or something, right? Iota, I'm going over real world use, like this stuff's already being used, like in the testing phase and stuff. It says here, cars are turning into digital platforms. They will be able to pay autonomously for parking, for charging the car batteries, for going through toll bridges. Let's say get your car fixed or whatever. Mechanic wants to bill for the car. Check it out. The car will start paying your bills once you program in what it should do, okay? It's fascinating. And then the car can contact and either buy more crypto if it needs. I mean, it's fucking cool. Your car will be able to make money for you by selling the data that your car generates or the power stored in your batteries during periods of high energy demand. It's pretty crazy. Like your car is going to be like if your car donates energy to a terminal somewhere, you get paid for that. Or if your car helps validate a transaction, you get extra, I don't know, whatever it is. I don't have a 100% understanding of Iota because I have not deep dived it because I already explained I was super busy today. So I'm just kind of going over the cool shit that I remember from last night when I was reading this. What Iota also does is your car becomes a moving platform. Let's say you're driving down the road. Okay, your car will have computer vision. Not right now, but in the future, your car will have computer eyes, like vision. and it looks at things like traffic lights. It can identify, it has artificial AI. So look, Iota is integrating with computer vision, artificial intelligence, stuff, and there's other technologies it's integrating with, but they gave a demonstration where the car can spot a pothole in the ground, and then it notifies the latest or the nearest city maintenance department. And if a bunch of cars do that, like if enough cars validate the fact that what will happen is maybe your car reports there's a pothole at this intersection or whatever, then if other cars start doing that at the same time, it like validates the transaction. Got it? Like, this is really cool shit. Because remember, you are the node on the network. With Iota, you're the node. They don't go hire other people, or you don't have mining like miners. You're the miner. You're the node. Okay? So with Iota, as you do shit, you validate transactions. That's why I think I think it's cooler than Vechain. And I hate to say that because I feel like a traitor, but I mean, I'm not seeing any of this on the Vechain website. So, or let's say if there's a stoplight out, your car will have computer vision, and it might notice, oh, there's no red light or there's no whatever. So your car then will send a message through the blockchain that, hey, the red light's out at such street. Again, and then other cars that notice that, it'll make the same node. We call it validate that, and then somebody from maintenance can come out and fix that in like real time, you know? So that's another thing about Iota. I was just fascinated going through there. It says here with renewable, so if you scroll down a little bit from there, under business applications, and you scroll down to where it says digital twins, it says with renewable energies becoming the new standard, electric vehicles will be able to earn money. Your car will be able to earn money by participating in peer-to-peer energy trading. How fucking cool is that? Helping to stabilize energy grids in a world of ever-growing demands. This crypto is very cool. Okay, so again, talks about what I said earlier. Your car is going to, by increasing due to proven safety benefits, in this dynamic connected world, vehicles, traffic lights, and related infrastructure will need to be securely communicated. So again, it's where cars are saying, hey, we got a broken light here. You got here, your car is going to have a wallet. And then with Jaguar and Land Rover with Iota, cars with built-in wallets that enable them to both make and receive payments. That is totally fucking cool, man. Like, the car is doing this shit for you. Jaguar Land Rover has implemented an Iota wallet in their I-Pace vehicles, enabling them to receive payments for selling data, as well as make payments for things like parking and tolls. So as you're driving your car around, I'm just giving an example. Maybe the computer vision notices there's an accident, so then it notifies the local police. 5-6 other cars do the same thing. Boom, the cops show up to the accident. Maybe you didn't see the accident. Maybe a lot of people missed it, but the cars saw it. So then you would get like paid for doing shit like that. I mean, that's just one example out of probably 1,000. Okay, I'm trying to make the examples very, very simple for you to understand. Maybe I don't like, these cars will communicate with each other. Maybe you have a stalled car on the road. You're driving your car down the road and it notifies AAA to send a tow truck. I mean, that's where we're going, okay? That's why I'm just really fascinated with Iota. I think it's very cool. I got another donation from Troy James. Welcome back to the channel. So now I'm going to take a short break with Iota. I'm going to read some comments. Kurt Scott's here. Dino Stacker. Iota might be the next buy. You know, Dino, like, it sounds really fucking cool. Like, I'll be honest, all right? Almost 2.5 years ago, I got all my cryptos. 2 years and 3 months. I have not bought crypto since. I got Vechain just because I wanted to bet on the Chinese, just in case America took a dive. And I got XRP because it's America's best. So I kind of got America versus Chinese. Both, I hedged my bets on each other. I wasn't aware of really any other cryptos. Other YouTubers weren't even talking about Iota. So, and actually, I didn't really hear any YouTubers that I listened to, probably 8 different ones, really talk about anything else. So that's why my program, you see me deep diving on these different things, because nobody was teaching me when I was coming up about this stuff. Chef Dave just paying tuition, Hulk. And that's what I do. Teach you guys stuff. You guys teach us stuff. But it's like, you make your own decision. I'm just bringing up things. I mean, I'm bringing up good, you know? So now I'm talking a little bit of bad about Vechain. I only got 2 cryptos, XRP and Vechain. I'm looking at Iota saying, damn, this thing looks pretty fucking cool. All right. So Fox Body Blue, my man Hulk. I see a much safer world in 10 years. It should be called sophisticated surveillance. That's just how it's going, kids. I'm telling you what, they're going to pass laws that say you cannot have a car on the road unless it has computer vision, artificial intelligence. It communicates. They're going to have sensors, the government, all along roads and freeways. And if your phone or if your car doesn't talk to these sensors, you watch, it'll send your car a zap. It'll shut the energy off. And then the police will drive up and verify, why is your artificial intelligence not on? Why is this? Why? It's inevitable, okay? So what I'm trying to show you, you don't have to like what I'm saying. You have to understand that shit's going to happen. So what some people might do is get in on this in the early end, because you know all this, you know it's going to happen, right? So if you know it's going to happen, get in on it early. It only makes sense. I've not heard, we've only gone over 2 of the sections. I'm not going over all 5 because at the rate I'm going, we'll be here for like 2 hours. But Iota's got some cool stuff. Dino Stacker's like energy trading, fucking cool. Iota's got I would probably tell my close friend to get some of that shit, at least $500 worth of something. Yeah, 3 for $1, so $500 will get you $1,500. IOTX. I don't know anything about that. I'm only going over Iota because it's an ISO 20022. All right, back to their website again. They got smart charging. Let's see. It's cool. So I'm gonna go. Wait, other Iota verticals. Digital ID. God, there's a lot of cool shit. I'm not gonna be able to do it all. Let's go with digital ID. Okay. Digital identity. Unifying digital identities. Providing trust between individuals, organizations, and things. They talk about holders, people that are holders. Holders are the owners of digital identities. They have ultimate control over their data and choose how much and with whom they share their data with. An issuers are trusted third parties or authorities that generate and issue credentials to holders, such as health records or identity. So what we're going to have is this. Probably you're going to have a digital identity, probably based on your social security number. The government will probably allow Iota to build you a wallet of some sort, put it on a blockchain. An issuer means you go to the Department of Motor Vehicles, you pay your registration, and then they put that in your wallet in a certain section, okay? You go to your doctor's office. You're going to give your doctor's office permission to put stuff into your digital wallet in the blockchain. So that way, let's say you're traveling, okay? Now, this is all good and bad. And I hate to say it, but it's going to be good or bad. So, for instance, all your medical, you're on a vacation, you're far from home, somehow somebody finds you unconscious, okay? They run blood tests on you or something like that, and they open up your digital wallet. Somehow, maybe they get some access to your medical. Now they can figure out what the hell's wrong with you. Maybe your blood sugar got too low, or you got a something in your brain, like a mass of some kind, which causes. So in the future, your digital medical will be important because you could travel around the world. They would know, okay, we've already done an MRI. There's records last week. So it would save time and maybe helping you. Okay. And there's more things, like it has all kinds of information, like your house, your car, I'm not getting into all the negative shit about it, but I'm just showing you what they do. Then there's verifiers. So let's go again. You got the holder, which is you. The issuer are people that put information into your particular wallet on the blockchain. Then there's a verifier. Verifiers are any third parties that need to verify the authenticity of your wallet. Decentralized identifiers. Public keys. This document contains data such as public keys, enabling the holder to prove ownership over their personal data. So, according to this, again, you're going to have control over all your information. So nobody's going to be able to pass it around on the internet unless you give them that permission. That's the theory, okay? Then Iota is going to have digital identity solutions, okay? Individuals have a borderless. So borderless, that's kind of scary. That means, okay, let's put it like this. Individuals will have global digital identity. How about that? That can be verified by anyone or anything in the world. So you're in a foreign country. You're walking through a park. A police officer comes up, scans you with a little gun. Now they know who you are. So I don't know what kind of information. They could probably figure out everything. I don't know. I'm just letting you know in advance. And that's the digital identity part. Let me check some comments here with that. Oh, got a couple donations here. Eric M. Ditto, Brother Chief. Thanks for your donation to the channel. Comments now. Let's see. A whole new world is coming, that's for sure. We are all here to learn, are we not? Stay on topic. So what we're doing is we're talking about Iota on this program today, because what's going to happen is everybody's going to talk about all kinds of dumb shit, and then guess what? Tomorrow, hey, Crypto Hulk, with Iota, can you do this and that? And I'll be like, well, if you would have shut your fucking mouth and listened to what I was teaching you, you'd already know that answer to that question. Okay, let me look at another section of the Iota, see what it does. Smart city. They have a section called Smart Cities, opening data for smarter communities. So it's a way of sharing data in a way that benefits residents, visitors, and communities and local government. Building transparent cities. Iota opens city data silos, giving visibility to residents over how the city is working to improve their quality of life. It says here, now here's a big change. Here's what's happening by 2050. So we're looking at 25, about 27 years from now, 66% of the world's population will live in cities. That's pretty fucking amazing. Okay. Starting like right now, 1.3 million people move into cities every day. People are moving out of the country. They're moving out of the suburbs, and they're all heading towards cities. Skyscrapers, pretty much, where we're all living in apartments in the future, okay? A smart city is an urban area that incorporates information and communication technologies into its systems. Here we go. Sensors gather data to inform authorities. Oh, this is not good. Let me repeat that again. Sensors gather data to inform authorities and residents. And it says here, reducing waste and making resource consumption more efficient. Well, here's the problem. If you've got 66% of the world living in a city, you got everybody living in the same fucking place. My God, you better figure out how to get everybody fed, reduce travel. We'll all be on bicycles. You won't have any cars. If you got 66% of the people living in a city, trust and believe, you're taking the bus or you're walking, or we're all like China riding bicycles around, okay? Just letting you know. So it appears to me that the powers that be are trying to get us all to live in a small area and just stack and sleep. Like, look at China. China is the perfect example. Look at New York. Perfect example. Just build up, put everybody in a small little area. Nobody's got cars. Nobody has backyards. It's like we live in fucking apartments. We live in 50-story apartment buildings. Everybody. That's the future right there. Now, unless you watch Crypto Hope Channel, then we have lots of money, and then we go buy our own country. Okay. Iota has a distributed ledger technology. That's what XRP's got. And you know what? I don't know for certain if they're going to be, I know it's going to run on the XRP ledger. So that's probably what they're talking about. IoT's distributed ledger, they're going to run on XRP. Although they may have their own. I know they have something called Tangle. I think that's their ledger. So it might be distributed. So it's not XRP. But in the end, like 80%, 85% of everything will run on XRP's distributed ledger. I'm not going to talk anymore about the smart city stuff. Not quite interesting for me, but I thought I would just put that out there. And let me click. I might go over one more area. So now I'm going back to Iota. I'm clicking at the front page. Now I'm going to scroll down to like the 5 different areas. They got global trade. Oh, this is the last one I'm going to go over. Global trade. When I hear global trade, I'm thinking of Vechain, all right? Global trade and supply chains. That's what Vechain is. Iota can simplify collaboration. That's among countries, businesses, cities. Iota can simplify collaboration and provide trust between traders, governments, logistics. Vechain's a supply chain logistic crypto, and the end consumer, like us when we actually get the product. Says here the next section of this, redesigning trust in supply chain. The second paragraph says, at every point in the supply chain, data must be verified before goods exchange custody. By leveraging Iota's tamper-proof distributed ledger, trust can be established between actors and data integrity can be guaranteed. So here's an example, just like Vechain. Now, you know what I think? Vechain is great at supply chain logistics, but Iota does that, and it does like a whole lot more, okay? But what they're talking about here with verifying, okay, let's say you got wood, and you're a wood chopper. You're in the forestry industry, right? You chop down certain trees, you tag with sensors a particular tree, you tell it how long it is, how much it weighs, whatever it might be. You load it into a truck. Then once it's loaded in the truck, you document it, and all the sensors, all the tree logs, right? That sensor stores information and it sends it out. So you got a truck, you put 50 logs in there, and you number like each one. You can like give each log a specific number, how long it is, how wide it is, how much it weighs. The log goes in the truck, goes to the mill. They clean the tree up, cut it into 2x4s and this and that. And if you want to, you can tag each individual one. But then it goes like the furniture warehouse or the factory, right? Goes to the factory, they make the couches, the chairs, they tag that shit. They see what I'm saying? So everything, every step of the way. So by the time it gets to you, like when you actually buy it, you have a full history to where you know that's not a fake product. That's one of the things Vechain does as far as trade. They got a good movie here, a little short clip. I'm not going over it. It's titled How Iota's Tangle. So Tangle, Tangle. That's their ledger. Like XRP has the XRPL. Iota has what's called Tangle. Okay. Now remember, different, I've said it before for like only 2.5 years. Different blockchains and cryptos do different things. XRP can't do this shit. That's why there's Tangle. But what it can do is run on an XRP ledger, okay? So they kind of work together. So what makes XRP more valuable is that it's like a highway and it charges rent. It's like a mall that charges rent for different stores in it. But it's not designed for supply chain. It's not designed to keep track of temperatures around the world and carbon dioxide. That's why Iota is valuable, because it does a whole lot of stuff, okay? That's why I'm spending time today explaining to you what the hell is Iota. And so it tracks and it traces. I'm scrolling down under track and trace. Iota makes it possible for different actors along the supply chains to have different access privileges to shipping documents. I'm not in the trade business. I'm not positive what some of this stuff means, but I kind of explained it before. As a product moves along in the stages of development, and then when it's actually sold to you, you have a record to verify everything, every step of the way, to make sure it's real and it's not fake, okay? Like if you go to Louis Vuitton, you would QR code scan that purse, And you can verify on the blockchain everything about it. And if it's fake, it's going to come back with like a fake warning, okay? Or caution, not found in system, rescan, QR code, whatever. I don't know all this shit, right? I'm just telling you how it works. So you're going to be able to verify everything about that purse. Where were the handles made? What time were the fucking handles done made? Who made the fucking handles? I don't know. But that's what Iota does. It does a whole lot of stuff. It's going to work with customs and border management. Here we go. Iota has partnered with institutions in East Africa to build a unique public data pipeline for border agencies like Border Patrol and traders to share data. The project shows how confidential information can be shared securely and improve cross-border trade. So again, you get the artificial intelligence, computer vision, you take pictures of people, facial recognition, retinal scan, fingerprints. So maybe somebody in Africa doesn't have an ID. Well, in the future, they're going to make a digital ID for that person. Let's say you get robbed. You don't have your wallet. You don't have this, that. You can either probably choose to have a microchip implanted in you. If you don't want to, you can have retinal scans and all these different things. And now you can go across the border. But like, let's say you walk up to the border, like, nope, you can't come in this country. You don't have ID. We can't let you in. Well, in the future, all that's different. You'll give a fingerprint, retinal scan, voice recognition test, face recognition. Like, there's different ways to do this stuff, right? That's what Iota is going to do is form a identification wallet. Now, this is just one of the cases. Again, Iota does a whole lot of stuff. But one of them, it says here about customs and border management. So again, the people come across the American border. You start taking pictures of all these people. Now you register all of them. All these legal aliens coming in. You can have cameras all over the place capturing pictures of different people, and just that's part of the thing that Iota is going to be used for. Okay, where are we at? Let me get back to the show. Wait, hold on. Some people put some cookies in the cookie jar. We're at 57 minutes. Let me see who is putting in the good stuff. We got Fox Body Blue. They've already got us on those damn freeway cameras and send us tickets in the mail. So yeah, I agree. It's going to be digital real soon. Now, what some people do, so I'm telling you this so that you don't do it, okay? Some people just don't put on the front license plate to their car. Now, I'm not telling you if mine has one or not, because we're not talking about me. And then if you put the visor down most of the way, because most all these cameras are up near the front, so just kind of don't cover your face, because that makes it tough. And don't wear a big hat and glasses either. There you have it. Don't do anything that's illegal, by the way. Maria Sangria, thank you for your research and knowledge. Show me the money. Tekken Monster, message deleted. Naughty, naughty. We appreciate the money. Joe Smith, what's Joe's question? Hulk, you said you could get more Vechain than Iota. That's true. 15-1. Iota's market cap is less than half of Vechain. There's more Vechain in circuit. I think with Vechain they made 100 billion. Just like, you know what's interesting? You got Vechain. Now I'm guessing it's been almost 2.5 years since I studied Vechain, really. Almost positive Vechain started with 100 billion, but then Vechain's got VThor. That's a whole nother subject. And then there's some other things Vechain came up with. I'm not trying to make Vechain look bad. I'm just kind of talk about from what I remember from Vechain, but Vechain's got some cool shit going on too. I'm not getting rid of my Vechain. Do I doubt that I bought it? No, I don't. Would I consider some Iota? I probably would. I don't know how much. Am I going to get it? I can't tell you that right now. What I'm doing right now is just teaching you about Iota. That's it. There's more than just Vechain and circulation. Yeah. Like every month I get what they call VThor, and I have some kind of like a sync wallet, and I just check it. And I'm getting to the point now where I've got 3/4, maybe this 70. Okay, I have a certain amount of Vechain, and now I'm at like 70% VThor. So you get like 500 a month or whatever number you get. But my Vechain's building up to where it's almost, my VThor, let's say if I got this much Vechain, every month my VThor is going up and up, and it's kind of like about here. So the VThor facilitates transactions or something. I don't know completely with Vechain because I haven't studied it. At first I did, I looked into it, but since I got Vechain, they've added so much technology, I haven't kept up with it. Now there's like 3, 4, 5 other things that Vechain kind of does and all that stuff. I haven't studied it because I'm not selling it. I'm going to ride that sucker out. To me, Vechain was a turtle, and I expect whenever I get rich off XRP, add on 5 to 7 years, and then Vechain will probably go poof after that point. It's a slow poke. Like Vechain's going to add on to everything. It's a supply chain logistics, so primarily. And that was when I studied it. And now since then, they've added more functions. So I'm sure it's more than just a supply chain now. All righty. What do we got? Hold Vechain in a hard wallet. You generate free Thor for free. Yeah. So I've got the Vechain sync wallet hooked up to my ledger. It's kind of complicated. So you got a hardware wallet and a software wallet, and it's like on the computer too, or it's, I don't know. So I just let it the VThor keep going up and up and up. That's fine. Okay, I think, was there any questions specifically about Iota? Because I'm done with the article. We're at the hour and 2 minute mark, and I told you where you can find that article. And you could spend at least another hour going over all kinds of stuff about Iota. It's pretty cool. Iota is perfect for Tesla. Yeah, absolutely. It's just like that. I'll tell you what. I like the XRP. Of course, it's going to make us rich because it moves money. It basically doesn't have, and David Schwartz even said, he's like, the more shit you program in the code for the XRP to do, it kind of reduces the security, slows it down, and these things, because it's designed to move money faster than anything. Actually, it's designed to move value. XRP is designed to move value faster than anything on the planet and be a digital exchange. That's what it's for. Iota is not designed to do that. It's designed to do all the 5 or 10, 15, 20, 30, 50. That's what Iota's for. Okay. So Sam asks, is there a difference between Iota on Binance blockchain and Iota on Iota Ledger? Okay, Iota is the name of the crypto. Tangle is the name of their ledger, okay? And all the things I just told you are what it does. And I think that'll be Tangle. Yeah, Tangle. All right, that'll conclude today's program on Iota. Tomorrow's going to be a secret program. If I make shows, they're going to start generally from 6 p.m. Pacific time up to about 7 p.m. anytime in there. Always check your subscriptions because this platform takes me off your prescriptions. Always. So what you want to do is unsubscribe and then subscribe. Go into your notifications, take it off, whatever it's on, put it on like notify right away. When you go to my channel, click on the little circle. Like if you're going through, because you can type Crypto Hulk on there, and then you won't see maybe if I'm on live. So you click on the little picture, go up to where it says videos, click on that. It'll drop down. Then it'll probably show that I'm live. Because again, this platform doesn't want you to know that I'm on live. So you have to kind of dig a little deeper. I'm working on getting a better platform. I'll kind of keep it at that. And Sam, thanks for your donation to the channel. And that is all for this particular program. I'll see y'all tomorrow with a special update on maybe a different crypto.